the single biggest thing, I mean, that has come up in the report as well is that the financial inclusion sector, the information asymmetry is astronomical. Let's say if you want an insurance company, you want to invest in a microfinance sector, what do you know about microfinance sector? What is the comfort that you get? The first immediate aspect is go to a rating agency and see what is the rating they've got. But the collection efficiency is factored into the repayments to the investors. Post the AP crisis, one of the first things that was done was a risk guarantee program with Asian Development Bank. Few of the banks were evaluated by ADB, and ADB participated risk sharing to the extent of 50%, which is sort of unprecedented in that sense. And this gave comfort for quite a few banks which were not there or which were sort of waiting post the AP crisis to come back into the sector. But if you look at the recent statistics on debt from banks to MFIs, it's more than 90-95%. And it is all primarily linked to priority sector lending. So while priority sector lending is good, but the challenge is if you look at the RBI annual report for FY13, it says there is a 1.8 lakh crore shortfall in PSL assets. And out of 26 PSU banks then, now it is 27 with Bharat Mahila Bank coming on board, 16 of PSU banks didn't meet. And out of 20 private sector banks, 10 banks didn't meet. So, and it varies. Even SBI didn't meet in one of the criteria. So the financial inclusion needs all the trust. And one of the significant requirement is to have the mainstream investors participating in it. Insurance companies should be participating, mutual funds, banks, and as long as we could make instruments available from the microfinance institutions for them to participate, it ensures that the outreach increases. As Roshan was saying, if 60% of India's population are not, do not have a bank account or not part of the mainstream, you are creating India and Bharat. Sometimes, you want the benefit of the economic growth to pass on to everyone. And everyone has to move to the mainstream banking. With the credit bureau in place, eventually banks will also start lending because you have a credit history of the customer in place which was not there earlier. So as a fund, one of the factors that we are trying to do is make the microfinance institutions issue non-convertible debentures and have them listed. Once you have the listing, you get a public recall of of your institution. There is a track record which is created, plus the stock exchange regulations also ensure that every 6 months you have to publish your accounts in a newspaper. It helps improve your governance, your audit process as well. So over a period of time, we expect microfinance institutions should be able to raise money when they want, not when other lenders are willing to give it to them.